successandmoneyfoundation.org. As you know, we're a nonprofit, an educational foundation or charity, an NGO. Our purpose is to provide free success and money classes for anyone, anywhere. We have three missions. Missions number one is to be able to provide small financial rewards for students when they go to class, and especially when they share with others. We ask that you put that money into your investment account. Number two is to provide a platform for groups, for schools, churches, charities, groups, and teams, any kind of group that wants to do this together to be have more fun and be more competitive. Number three is to help those in need. For every hour you're in class, we're going to donate either a pair of eyeglasses, we're going to feed somebody, or provide some clean water for someone. That's our purpose. That's our mission. That's why we're here. Our mandate is to improve generations of lives. Improve generations of lives. We want to help you, but more importantly, we want to help those you love, your kids, your nieces, your nephews, your next door neighbor, because every one of you have one thing in common. Everybody in the world has one thing in common. Every one of you are going to make, manage, and spend money. You're all going to make, manage, and spend money. Everyone's doing it. Everyone's going to do it. That's how the world goes around. And we want to teach you, we want to teach kids, teens, young adults, and adults about success and money principles because you didn't learn it in school. And if for some strange reason your school taught these principles, we want to be a platform to give you even more great things. We have wonderful classes by best-selling authors and educators. That's our purpose. That's what we do. So today is so cool. We're going to be announcing a couple new features to what we've been creating. When we go to the site, we've got Jake and Ethan have been working like crazy, getting some brand new features, new things on the site to help you be more successful and have more fun in doing what we're doing. So we have a whole new section we're going to talk about, which is the My Successes. That's going to show you your badges of how well you've done. Number two is we're getting ready to launch the new app. Now, in order to do that, we need some testers. We need some testers to be able to help us tweak it and get it done and get it ready to be able to take out to the world. And number three is that we're talking about the Make a Difference program. You know, Christmas is in a couple of weeks from now. We've been working very hard with people. We've given out, I'm going to have Jake talk about that, but about 170, maybe close to 200 little small chunks of money for you to take that money and go out and make a difference in someone else's life. So that is what we're going to be talking about today. So I'm going to bring in my two good friends. These guys are cranking. They're making stuff happen. I just get to sit in my chair and come up with crazy ideas, and it's their problem to figure out how to get it to you around the world. And so I want to introduce two of our main guys right here. This is Ethan and Jake. Okay, gentlemen, let's show them some of the new toys that you've created.
All right,
Awesome.
Jake, can you share your screen? I don't have the rights right now, or you can set me up with that.
Yeah, I'll give you the rights right now.
So we're gonna, so like Tom said, we've got the new test app up and running, and I just put it in the chat. If anybody has an Android device and they want to help us test out the new app, just send us an email to our successandmoneyfoundation@gmail.com. Gmail.
Okay.
Include your Gmail that's connected to your Google Play Store account. That way we can go add you to our test. Then I'll send you a link and you'll be able to go test out the app. We might have Daryl show you guys in a minute here.
You should be able to share now.
All right, perfect. And the other new thing that Tom brought up a little bit here, I'll show you the website. Can you see my screen okay?
Yep, we're good.
Perfect. All right, so here's your dashboard like usual once you're logged in on the site. But we've got a new piece here under your name. If you go down to My Successes, and we're going to keep working on this, adding new achievements and things. But for now, we've got two different types of badges that we've added. You can see I've got the Enroller Club badges here and the Hour Club badges. So for the Enroller Club, if I load more, you can see I've earned up to the 35. I'm in the 35 club here. And if you load more, or actually, let's see. These are all the ones I've completed. So these are my badges. If we go to not completed, you see you can get all the way up to the 100 Enroller Club badge. So I don't know if any of you have earned that yet. I think there's some people who have,
I
maybe
am. I'm up there.
Tom's got it.
Yeah, Johnson's up there. Daryl's up
Johnson
Johnson's got
and
it. I'm sure
Daryl, I
Daryl
think.
has it. If it's not showing up for you and you know you have more than 100, all you need to do is get one more referral for the system to recheck how many referrals you have, and it's gonna send you up to the top there again.
Okay, can you go back down one sec? I want to show you why this is so cool. Go up a little bit right here and just show you all the badges. So the really cool thing about this is that success leaves clues, and we want to start and be a little bit successful and then be more successful, more successful, more successful. We want to start at the bottom. So did you notice that the enroller badge starts at 1? So when you've enrolled your very first person, you are in the club. You are in the 1 enroller club with all these other people. And we've got 761 people in our system that have enrolled at least one person. On average, our people have enrolled about 11 people. So if you want to kind of see where you are in that curve. And so when you get your first one, you're there. When you got 5, 10, 15, 25, all the way up to 100. And Ethan, we've got to add some more than that because we've got people that are approaching 250 to 300 on that enroller as well. So that's pretty cool. Now let's scroll down a little bit, Ethan, and let's tell them about the hours.
All right, so just like Tom was saying with the hours, if I go to all, you get your first badge starting at your first hour, and then it just goes up from there. And we're gonna need to add a lot more hours here, because I know we have people with over 300 hours. So we're gonna have to keep adding these badges, make it harder for you to earn them. Something to look forward to as you're getting your next couple hours of learning. So you can see I've only got to 15 on this account. And then you can see what you need to do to earn the next step on any of these badges. So see, I need to earn at least 25,000 points to get to this next badge.
So you're in the 15-hour club right here. And again, as soon as you get that first hour in, here's what we know, guys, that when people sign up, they either go bonkers, pretty much bonkers, and do a lot of hours. On average, about 12 to 14 hours is what our average person does. And here's what's amazing. Some people do a lot. They do 100, 200, we're approaching 300 on some people. Some people don't do anything. The goal is to get them to get that first hour. Getting that first hour is crucial because now they're into the site. They understand what the site, they understand what it can do for them, and they can understand how it can make such a huge difference in their life. So this is the My Successes. And again, you're in that club. Ethan's in the 35 enroller club, and he's in the 15-hour club. And the goal is to keep cranking up there and go up higher, higher, and higher. Okay, Ethan? Perfect. Now on the leaderboard, should we show them? Well, since you're there, why don't we show them the new feature on there on groups, the individual enroller groups. So this is what's so cool about what we're doing, guys, is that every one of you, as you come in here, you're all you get to be your own group. Okay, so there's 2 ways to do it. Everybody is in the individual enroller group. So when you share your QR code, when you go to your name and you pull it down there, it'll say, share my QR code. I was at a festival, a Christmas festival just the other night. I ran into an old friend of mine and I pulled out, he says, what are you doing? This is, well, I'm working on the foundation. Well, what's that? Well, we teach kids, teens, young adults, and adults about success and money because you didn't learn it in school. And they go, you know what, my kids would love this. They're not teaching this. How do I get one for my kid? Pulled out my phone, showed him the QR code. He scanned it and he became a member. Now he's part of my group, the individual enroller group. He's part of my group. And then his wife shows up and he introduces me to her and he says, this is what they're doing. So I said, okay, Joe, pull out your phone. You're already in there. Pull up your QR code and share it with her. And he did that, and she was immediately into the group. So anytime that you're enrolling anyone, they're in your individual enrollment group. Okay, so here we are right here, Ethan. And this has been a labor of love because any smart person would never spend so much time and energy building all this stuff. But this is so cool. So all time you can see that we've got Johnson and Carlisle and Mary Jane all on here. And this is the top group. And Ethan, show them what this thing will do.
So what we've been working on here is to add the ability for you to see all the people that you've enrolled. So instead of having to create a whole group with a name on the site for you, you're just going to have a group under your name. Everybody who you've signed up, those are your people, that's your group. and you're able to keep track of them, see how many hours. So with all these new features, of course, it takes time to implement them. So if you notice anything acting a little strange, it's probably because we're working on it. And let's show you, maybe let's test it out on Johnson's here. So our goal is for you to be able to come in, find your name and say, I want to see my group. Click on your own name, say I'm Johnson, and now he can see all the people that he's enrolled here. So that's pretty cool. That's his group.
So this is so amazing because, and again, we're still working out some of the bugs, but the framework is there. So when you come to the influencer board, you'll simply click on your name and it will show you everybody that you've enrolled and how many hours they've been to. Our next thing is to add how many people that they've referred as well, but that's in the works and we've been working feverishly on that. So this is so cool. Now remember, on this board, the influencer board, T1 is all the people that you have enrolled. And then T2 is how many people that they enrolled. And then of course you can look at the grand total over on the far side. But all you gotta do is click on their name, that'll pull them up, and then you can see how many people that they have enrolled themselves. So this is pretty amazing. You know, the only way that you can really help an individual is you need to share the wealth. The wealth is the information. There's three things. There's money, there's knowledge, and then there is experience. And our goal is to help you do the last two, which is really important. Now we're handing out a lot of money. We've handed out a lot of money. 25,000 financial rewards we've given out already. So that's the money part, but that's not the trick. That's not the key. The information is very, very important. That is so crucial to give you that great information, but it's really pulling the trigger, making it happen, doing something, even if it's just okay. When I was a teenager, my dad opened up an investment account for me, and I can literally remember laying on the floor watching TV, going through the stock market, looking at all the different stocks that were there. That was a teenager. Did I make money? I can't remember. I don't know. But what I did was they pulled the trigger and I owned it and I was doing it. Doing it is more important than anything else. And so that's why we're so excited about pulling the trigger and making this part happen. Okay, let's pop over. I'm going to go to Jake for a second. Jake, let's talk about the Make a Difference program that's going on right now, because we have some great successes there.
For sure. So I wanted to be able to I'll show you guys the page as well. Just so that we can show you guys where it is at again. But we've had about 170 people request money to make a difference this holiday season. We were able to send out 170 of those rewards, like I was saying, and we're able to give them a small amount of money to be able to go out there and give back to the people they know, strangers or friends or family. Of those people, we've had about at least 60 people come back and tell us what they did and received more money from us. They came back and said, hey, I gave this money to this person. I gave this money to this person. And because they did that, we gave them more money to go do it again. So anyone who received that first payment, please come back and tell us what you did so we can give you more money and so we can go back and help you keep giving back to people you love and even strangers. But if you are in this class and you haven't done it yet and you would like to, please just come in here to the page, go to Success and Charity, Make a Difference, Acts of Service, and scroll down to this form and fill this form out, and we'll be sending out even more money this week. So if you've already filled this out, like I said, though, come in, follow the steps, and then fill out this form and tell us how you made a difference in someone else's life. We have, and if you want to look at some examples of some things other people have done, come in and click on any of these books and you can see some awesome examples from last year and years before that of people who have made a difference and gone and given that money out. If you're saying, I don't really know what I should do with the money. So yeah, that's some awesome things that are happening. I've been able to read some of the stories, and you guys are doing some incredible things.
So let me jump in for a second, Jake. Thank you so much for doing that. Now we're trying something a little bit different on this one. So again, show us how you get there. I think you go to Success and Charity. Is that right?
Yep. Success and Charity, then Make a Difference, Acts of Service.
Awesome. All right. So now as you pull that down, you'll notice that we're going to ask you to pay it forward and help those in need. That's mission number 3 for us, is to help people that are in need. So the way we're doing this is step 1 is you fill this out one time, only one time. That's the first way you do it. Then we're going to ask you to go out there and make a difference in someone's life. About a third of the money you can give to somebody that's in your family that really needs it. A third needs to be a friend or an associate, somebody that's not in your family. And a third of it needs to be a complete stranger, a complete stranger. Now, you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. You teach him how to fish, you can feed him for a lifetime. But if you teach him how to teach, you can change a whole generation. We're teaching you how to teach, and it's so simple. Now, you can see those are the 5 steps. If you're talking about money, it's just those 5 steps. That's it. You can add more layers to it and make it more complex, but really that's the steps. My 4-year-old granddaughters in the Money Made Easy for Children and Parents program, that's one of the free courses, we go through this. It's so simple. Just do those 5 steps. Warren Buffett does it. He does these same 5 steps. He just adds more zeros. Now, you remember in the Bible where it talks about the parable of the talents. Well, talents, is, you hear the word talents, but it's really money, and so you remember that they gave one person 2, they gave one person, I think 3, and one person 5, and then and then 1, I think it was. And they went out and they gave that money to these people, and their goal was to go out there and make more money. And one of the persons took their 5 and turned it into 10. Somebody took their 2 and turned it into 6. One person did 1, and they didn't do anything with it. This is similar to that. Number 1 is that if you do stuff, we're going to give you some more money to go out there and make another big difference with that. Now, you notice we've already got 5 books. This is how big a book is. That's how big one book is. And we are already finished 5 of those. And I'll bet you that we're through 7. We're probably on book number 8 and 9 right now. How many stories do you think we've got so far for this season?
Probably almost 200, I bet. Easily 200. So I bet you we're almost on book 10.
Okay. So are you telling me how many people have replied with their story?
So I bet you at least 65 people have told us exactly what they did with their money. So okay, I bet
we've already finished another book. A book holds about 40 because they're so big. So we're book number 8 and book number 9 are done. And so now we're going to start adding those on there as we get closer to that.
Yep.
Okay. Awesome. All right. We want to talk about the app. So we're going to bring Daryl in because one of the things we want to do is we want to start testing the app all over the world. We want to make this so that this works easier and better for you. The one hand, we really struggle because we want this to be easy and accessible and being able to use with low bandwidth and get you that information that you need to know to change your life. At the same time, we have people that are trying to scam us and stuff like that. So there's always this balance because we want to make it easy to be able to use. We could lock the thing down, which we don't want to do. We want to make it easy. But we're now getting ready to start testing the new apps that we've created. So I've got Daryl on, and he's got an Android. So we're going to have this for the iPhone as well as for Androids. So Daryl, come on out here, and why don't you show us what the new app looks like?
Yeah, sure. So as soon as you download the app, and well, before you download the app, you need to be willing to be one of the testers. Okay, so just send an email if you have the desire to be the tester, and you can download the app. So here's what the app looks like. So as soon as you click it, clinic ninyo, yan ang lilitaw. So assuming that you've already logged in, ito yung lilitaw dashboard. So this is what we've been waiting for. When I was new to the foundation, I was asking for an app, but unfortunately they don't have that yet. But now, nade-develop na siya. It's being developed. So it's pretty much the same when you do it online. I mean, when you do it on the site, but mas accessible through our phone. So we have the courses there. So right now, the courses that we have are all audio courses. The foundation is very mindful of our internet usage. So this will consume only small bandwidth, konti lang po yung kakainin niyang internet once na pinapanood or pinapakinggan natin yung mga courses na to. Okay, so pwede na po, audio na. And then, dyan din natin makikita yung sa leaderboards. Meron din dyan. So, same lang siya. Kung magpupunta po tayo dun sa site or magla-laptop tayo or whatever, it's just the same. Ang maganda lang, the beautiful thing about this app is just, it's an app. Okay? Mas madali po nating navigate and mas madali po nating ma-memorize yung mga yung mga dapat po nating gawin. So we have the leaderboards there. Kung napapansin nyo, we have the individual leaderboard, merong group, referral, influencer. So since testing pa lang siya, first version, hindi pa buo lahat. So at least meron na tayong app ngayon that we can navigate, that we can share with our friends, no? Then pag clinic natin yung more, nandiyan yung ibang information, got the setting, notification, yung mga books, okay? So yung mga free books na meron tayo. So see, these books are very expensive. They cost thousands of dollars, no? But in this foundation, we're getting them for free. Ayan. So Secrets to Winning, we have the 60-day money miracle. Mahal po itong mga books na to. They're very, very expensive, no? But we can get them for free. Okay, we don't have to pay for them. We can get them for free. So using this this app. So if anyone po dito sa call natin, dito sa group natin wants to be a tester, gusto po ninyong masubukan, because you cannot download it simply right now. Hindi pa siya ganun ka-publish sa Google Apps, no? O sa Play Store. So you need to approach muna yung foundation so they can give you the proper link, proper instruction on how to download it, and then boom, we can have the app on our phone. And pag na fully developed na siya, then just one tap, one click, we can use it and share it with our friends. So my question, Tom, is our QR code is available in this app?
Yeah, let me talk about that for just a second. Because of the
Sure.
complexity of adding all these groups, when people want to get a brand new, to get a membership, they need to be able to do it online. So you're going to share your QR code. They're going to sign up and get a free membership. Once they've done that and they've got their login and their password and everything else, then they'll be able to download the app and simply log in. So you can sign up on your phone with a QR code and stuff like that. And that's how you're going to sign everybody up, because we have to put them in certain groups and connect them and everything. But once that's done, then it flips over to the other side and you'll be able to use the app to be able to go through all the different classes, and they should be connected. So as you go through one of the classes on the app, it will give you points and other things. Now, our goal for the app was to do a smaller version that was faster. Now, you'll notice that sometimes it really slows down. We have to apologize for that. But the challenge is that we've got all this data. We've got too much data. We could take a bunch of data off, but our goal is to make it so that there's so much available. So that's the only challenge, is that you'll notice that sometimes it turns gray and you'll see those little dots bouncing, because we're pulling data and we've got such a massive library of leaderboards as well as content. And we got 92 courses. The next thing is we want to start adding more languages. So you just have to be patient with us and just know that if once you click the button, give it a minute to go, because we're pulling this data from everywhere. Okay, back to you, Daryl.
All right, thank you so much, Tom. So ang purpose po nila ay mapadali lahat ng mga gagawin natin sa Success and Money Foundation. So meron silang app na ganito. Minsan, kung napansin po ninyo, we have sa site po natin sa online, medyo maraming kung ano, medyo mabagal kasi masyado pong malaki, no? So ang purpose nito ay paliitin, mas magiging easy yung mga dapat po nating gawin. Kaya meron na nitong app. So ngayon, ang question po kanina is pwede bang can we sign up in this app? So first muna na gagawin ay mag-sign up, get a free membership, no, mag-sign up, and then kapag okay na, kapag meron ka ng account, then makakapag-download ka na ng app and magagamit mo na yung mga features na meron dito sa app po na ito. Especially po for those new, mga bago pa lang sa foundation, you are lucky kasi for those newcomers, no, mga new students, you are lucky kasi nasa generation na kayo na that we can use this application, no. So if you have friends na they are into phone and gusto nila ng mas madali, then we can say to them, or we can tell them that, hey, the foundation is developing an app. It's almost it's developing, mas magiging madali yung lahat ng gagawin. Pwede po natin siyang kumbaga pwede natin siyang i-market, no, sabihin sa iba. So ngayon, pag na fully develop yung app, hindi na natin kinakailangan pumunta pa sa Google Chrome, no, para magbukas ng ating account. We can do it sa app na lang. So ito, sa courses, then leaderboard. So ito medyo matagal, meron 3 dots dyan na medyo nagba-bounce kasi po they're pulling so much data, no? Kumbaga kinukuha nila lahat ng information for individual leaderboards, group leaderboards, referral, and influencer leaderboard. Kaya ganun siya katagal minsan, no? Pero once na ma-develop po ito, bibilis din po yan. Actually, hindi naman mahina yung internet. It's just the data, yung information, the information that the app is pulling out, no? Kumbaga parang pupunta ka sa isang library, marami kang kukuning libro, medyo magtatagal ka kasi hahanapin mo pa isa-isa. Pero kung halimbawa dito lang sa courses, mabilis siya. Let's try one. Continue study. Ibig sabihin, kinukuha niya lahat ng information dyan sa course na yan. So we have multiple streams of income course. Audio course lang siya. So then we can do start course. So, hintayin lang natin. Yan, nandyan na. Hindi po ito sa hindi po siya video, it's just an audio. Mas konti na lang yung kakainin niyang data. So kung wala po kayong internet at data lang yung gamit, mas maganda ito kasi it won't cost you so much data. Okay, so play natin kunwari. So yan. So sa akin nagpi-play siya, hindi niyo po siya maririnig, no?
Multiple streams of income to
Yan,
be financially secure.
nagpi-play naman siya.
Than ever
Yan.
in today's economic climate.
So
Now all these
while you are doing something, pwede mong pakinggan. So and then yan, hanggang matapos po yung mga courses natin na yan. Ayan yung mga courses. The thing is, hindi mo pwedeng, you cannot skip, no? Kailangan one by one, step by step yung pag-study po natin sa mga courses po na to. So yan ang kinagandahan ng app na dinidevelop po ngayon. So meron tayong mga downloads, meron books, privacy, and all that. Okay? So maganda po yung app na to. So kung willing kayo, ma'am and sir, kung willing kayo na wala pong bayad po ito, this is completely free. Okay, let us repeat that. It's completely free. If you want to be a tester, masubukan yung app, so we can so that the team will develop it more fully, no? Please paki-email po yung Success and Money Foundation para makasali po kayo at magamit ninyo itong app po na to. So tinetest po successandmoneyfoundation@gmail.com. And sabihin nyo po doon, hey, I have the desire to test the app. Ganun lang. Or please include me in testing the app. Ganun lang po. Or sali kami sa pagtetest ng app. Then we can send, the team will send you the link. Tapos pwede nyo na siyang ma-download sa Play Store. Then kung meron kayong tanong, please reach out po sa amin via messenger, like what you're doing. No? We will answer your questions regarding this. So napakaganda. So we have this app right now.
Hey, can I jump in, Daryl? So
Sure.
I want to talk just a little bit about the app itself. And really the app is similar to what we're doing on the website. The only reason for an app is that we think it will be faster for many people. But the vast majority of you still should simply be going to successandmoneyfoundation.org and going there without the app. And if you're having an issue with speed on the courses, simply come down here to online audio courses, because you can still do all of this right now and just listen to the audio courses, and they will be less data that you can pull faster. And you can see that there's a whole bunch of classes that are already on here. So the app is going to be fun. The app will hopefully make it a little bit faster. But the reality is that it's similar to what we're already doing. So most of you are going to still simply send people to the website itself. And again, once you give them your QR code, they sign up, then that's where you're going to be sending them. Okay, so that's kind of the big difference in what it is that we're doing at this point. Also, we are going to be doing something to make this even faster. We're going to be sending, see, right now the .org is really designed almost like a back office, meaning it has so much stuff there. We're going to be taking successandmoneyfoundation.com, which will be faster, quicker. It'll have different information in there, smaller information there, that when they click on it, then it puts them into the .org where they have all this data and leaderboards and everything else. And so that will be faster too. So just pay attention to that. Ethan and Jake are going to show that off in a week from now, right, Ethan and Jake? At least first version. They hate it when I throw them under the bus like that. That will be coming out here shortly because we are aware of the speed issues around the world. And we want to make sure that this works very good for everybody. And so that's kind of what we're after right now. So anything else in this first segment, gentlemen?
I think we're good.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
go
keep giving us feedback if you're one of our testers. Even on the website, we need all the feedback we're getting because we're trying to build this for you. We're not building it for us, it's for everyone. It's all of you who are here and you want to learn. So if you're seeing problems or you're seeing things that you want to add in the future, keep letting us know. If you love the app and you really want to keep using it, then we're going to put more work into it. If you don't really care that much, then we're going to move away from that and go to where you care about. So feedback, just keep letting us know what's working, what's not, and we'll try to make it the best it can be for you.
Anything else, Jake? We all good?
Okay.
All right.
Sounds
So
perfect.
I'm so excited about this first segment of what we're doing. We're working hard getting this thing up and running. There are still some bugs in the system. The good news is the framework is there and we just have to tweak a little bit of stuff. Remember, we're pulling data. We've had 91 countries visit the site. So this thing is just going to start taking off like a rocket. So just hold on to your bloomers because it's going to be cranking up there, going very, very quickly. So we're going to end this first segment. We're going to come back. We're going to talk a little bit about investing, about your small businesses, how to really get this 5 steps to work for you, because it's a crazy economy out there. And I can give you an idea of what I'm seeing over the next couple of years, just so you'll have an idea of what's happening. Because my goal is to help you have a better life. My goal is to have you have a better life for your kids, your nieces, your nephews. We want you to have, that's the one thing, as I've been all over the world, I think I've been to 50 countries. The one thing I know is that every parent wants their kids to have a better life. That's what we're trying to create. All right, we'll see you back here in just a second for our next segment.